Hello, good morning, and welcome back to another edition of the good, the bad, the ugly, the juice review show brought to you by the Department in Held Vapours. Now, in today's edition, I will be looking at Alchemist Cupboard. I've got 4 products of theirs to do today. One is the Money Shot, which is the one-shot mixing kit. And I've got 3 of their short fills to do. I have got the coconut, caramel, and hazelnut and honey. Almost Rio. And last but not least, the banana fudge. Have got to stay for the record. Any views or opinions you hear during this review are mine and mine alone. I've not been paid to do this review. I did not pay for the product. It was very kindly sent to me by the good people at Alchemist Cupboard. I've also got to state individual taste setups and of course power levels will alter what you get from a juice. I can only personally tell you what I'm getting myself. Now my weapon of choice today will be the Geek Bake Blade, and when I put it on there, it will have the AIM-09 Evo Dripper from Asvape dual cord to 0.28. Right. Let's start off with this one first. Now, I won't actually be doing a review of what the juice tastes like in this edition. This is just purely to show you what you get in the box and how easy it is to make it up. Now, this little kit here will give you 120ml of e-liquid. So let's see what you get. So, I've got to say, just the box on the start, I do like the box. It's a very nice little presentation box. It tells you at the bottom, this package makes 120 millilitres of e-liquid. On the side bit here, you've got a list of everything in there. This pack contains 2 times 18 milligram Nick shots, 1 times 30 millilitre Money Shot flavour concentrate, 1 times 100 millilitre bottle of VG, 1 empty 120 millilitre mixing bowl, and 1 times 10 millilitre syringe. All good, all good. All volumes are approximate. This pack contains 2 compliant 18 millilitre Nick shots. On the back, you've got the mixing guide of how to actually put this all together. Money Shots concentrate has been uniquely crafted and formatted for the home brewer to complete a delicious, perfect e-liquid to the levels of the professionals for just a fraction of the cost, all in one simple flavour shot. This pack contains everything you need to make 120ml of e-liquid at 3 millilitres in high VG mix ratio, 75 to 25 end result. Simply take your empty 120ml, pop off the nib, and follow the steps below to achieve your desired strength. Due to the thickness of the VG, it can be hard to pour, so please use the 10ml syringe supplied for this product. After mixing them before, shake vigorously and thoroughly before allowing to stand and settle. We advise that you visit their website for advice on steeping. So what do we get on the inside? That's not all you actually get. There's a lot of information on this box to help you out. I would say the one thing I would like to have seen on the outside of this box is the not for sale 218s. I can't find that on the outside of the box. Would also like to have seen the toxic warning on there as well, toxic diamond. So that I could have seen on there, and maybe a best before on the box since it comes as a package. Inside, you get a load of little helpful mixing tips on the front bit. It's a very professionally designed box, but I say I would like to have seen that not for sale for 18s exclamation diamond on the box as well, since this is being sold as a whole kit. I know they're going to be on the stuff inside. But on the inside, this is what you get. It's a nice looking kit. So you've got your 2 TPD compliant nicotine shots at 18 milligrams. There's the second one. You've got here, they're very well stuck down and secure. I've got to give that credit as well. You've got your 30 millilitre concentrate. You've got your 120 empty bottle to put the mixture in. There you go, you've got your 100ml of VG. Just to be fair, you're not going to use all that, so you will have some spare for future projects should you wish to do so. And then just underneath here, we have the 10ml syringe, which is always handy as well, actually. Probably just come at a good point because I did actually need one. So all we do, take your empty 120, Now, this only thing I will say on this one, this does come with a tamper-proof lid. You know, you got that little tamper bit. Unfortunately, it comes off with the lid, which makes that a little bit pointless. Some of these tamper lids, they make these bits too solid. I mean, you can break it off afterwards, but to be fair, it shouldn't come off with the lid. But I can see that is an empty bottle, so that's good. There we go. Crack that off. Oh, and actually, it's come off. That's not good. That's not good. Yeah, that has completely come off. The child-proof bit has completely come off. It's not attached. Not good. So yeah, I've got to question the basically the lid quality on the bottles. I've got to question that straight off the bat. The fact that the child-proof doesn't work, and also the tamper-proof ring doesn't work. You might need to have a look at your lids. That is a bit shady. Can I get it back in? Oh, I have got it back in. It just clicks into place, but it did not take a lot for it to come out. So let's just check that that actually works now. Yeah, that works fine now. It just popped out, but it didn't seem that well made, if you mean on the lid front. Right, so first thing you're going to do is try to get your nib off. Now, I have to say, I am pleased to see that this has already started on this. Sometimes they come fully sealed, and that is a ball ache. So, if I could just find something to... Ah, don't tell me I left it in the other room. Oh, you dumb bit dick. Actually, that might do it. I've got these for something else, but I'm just going underneath. Oh, yeah, there you go. You can actually do it with a fingernail. They're strong enough. There you go. So there's your lid off. Right, now following the instructions. Step 1 is to put your 2 18mg nick shots into the 120. Now, obviously, I've not normally be doing it like this, sitting in front of a computer in the middle of the room. I'm doing this just so I can show you guys how to do it. It's not hard. I mean, nick shots. Got your traditional one piece of information paper inside, so they don't have to do a peel away sticker on the actual bottles and the box. So, first off, I'd like to say that the child-proof and tamper ring works on these fine, on the actual nick shot itself, and we squirt them in. Now, of course, you can just remove that nib first if you want and pour it in, which will make it a bit quicker. Also saves a little bit of RSI on your thumb and forefinger. Also remember at the end, dispose of these properly. These bottles are not recyclable. I know they're made of recyclable material, but A, due to the size of them, they fall through the machines. And B, they have still got trace elements of nicotine in it, which is not great for the environment if we get them en masse. Take out the second one. I can get my finger in there. That's what she said. As I say, this has got the warning sign on these ones. So I'd just like to see it on the outside of the box, so people know what is inside there is an over 18 product. Yep, we've got the batch number on that as well, which was good. Let's jimmy along. Like I say, normally what I probably would have done is just get my pair of pliers and take the nib bit out and pour it in. But not everyone's as comfortable as with doing that, so I'd rather show it this way. See, my fingers are... Oh, you bastard. Fuck, am I getting that out? Hang on a minute. As you can see, why you should take the tamper ring off before doing that over a large hole is because I've just dropped it into the nicotine. Oh, that is just Being marvellous. I'm going to have a slight cut here while I just try to find something long and pokey to actually get that out with, and then I shall come back and carry on. See you in a bit, guys. And we're back. Yes, I've just got a long sterilised pokey thing, and I have retrieved it. Yes, so now, when doing your nick shots, take the tamper ring fully off. Okay, you don't want to do what I just did and drop it in the bloody nick. Anyway, after you've added your nicotine, well, eventually after you've added your nicotine, you need to put your flavour shot in. Now, this will come sealed. And I mean, this will come really well sealed. Actually, I wonder. Right, so the top bit's sealed. To be fair, you can just take the whole thing off. Doesn't matter if it's sealed. The whole thing come off. I generally find this easier to put the flavouring in anyway. This is 30ml of flavouring, and as you can see from how watery that is, this is a pure PG base for the flavourings. So it's flavourings and the PG. Get that all in there. So there you have it so far. So in there we've got the nicotine and we've got the flavourings. Now the last thing to add is the PG. Have a look at the instructions again. It just says fill the bottle up now with 70ml of PG. Now, I would sometimes maybe measure that out, but it's going to be round about that point anyway. So here we go. So this is how I personally do it. I mean, you could measure it out, but this should be about right near that top bit. Let's stop like that. And yeah, that's about 30ml, right? So just at the curve at the top is about where you want to fill that up to. Obviously, put the lids back on. Then all you have to do is replace the nib. Make sure that goes all the way down and is sealed all the way around. So you get a lovely kind of iced effect through there as you get all the different thicknesses of liquid, combine them with each other. Put the lid back on, which now works. As I say that. Childproof lid is fine again, it just popped out the housing. And basically, give it a bloody good shake. Now, I normally shake for about 30 seconds to a minute. Just so you can get that all nicely blended together and mixed together. Now, one thing they don't say on here or on the bottle is one that I probably wish they'd put it on the pack or on the flavour concentrate how long they would suggest you steep it. But if you go on their website, all the information is on there to give you an indication of how long you should steep this for. Unfortunately, I haven't been on the website yet to have a look at this. I don't even know what the flavour is. So this will be a nice little surprise for me. What I'd probably do is I'll probably give this 7 days. I mean, fruity ones, 24, 48 hours. Minty ones I normally go for probably about 72, 96 hours, 3 to 4 days. And if it's anything creamy, custardy, anything like in that ballpark, I normally give at least a week, week and a half, 2 weeks on them. Generally find the creamy ones, the longer you leave them, the better they get. So I'm going to leave that like that now. Throughout the week I will be trying this just to see how it's coming along. But then next week I shall do a review on that. The actual flavour is Bounce. As I say, I've generally got no clue or idea what this flavour is. So I shall do this next week. I'll do a review on this next week to let you know what the outcome of this actually is. Well, that is the end of part 1 of this video. I'm now going to go on to part 2, which would be the flavour test on the actual 3 short fills I got sent as well. I say Rio on the site. It does come up as almost Rio. I think that's just that potential arse covering on the name. We've got the coconut caramel and hazelnut honey, which is an interesting one. It's a mouthful already, but and the banana fudge. I'm going to start with the banana fudge, just because I like banana fudge. Simple as that. I'm an easy man of easy means. I'm easily pleased. Right, as I say, weapon of choice is the blade from Gig Vape, and that has got the AIM-09 Evo Dripper dual cooled to 0.27. There we go. As always, we'll start off at 3.7. If this stops being a tit. Get back to power, thank you very much. Then realise, for some unknown reason, it's not going to be reading your coils properly. Oh, this has turned into an absolute brilliant video so far. Here we go, hang on. I've probably got on screw loose. That won't be a first. Turn it off, put the new one on again. Oh, no, it's actually 0.32, so we'll go with that. It's a bit of a dick. Right, here we go. So I'm going to start at 42.7 watts, or 3.7 volts. So all juicers are a 70-30 VGPG. It does state it on the actual bottle what the ratios are, which is always good. We've got the not for sale for the 18s. We've got the recyclable sign on here. We have got a raised warning triangle on there to warn you that this contains a potentially toxic product. You know, to be fair, 3 milligram it ain't going to do too much harm, but I still wouldn't advise drinking it. No throat hit, which is a bonus. Cloud production is absolutely fine for 70-30. Matter of fact, we're going to be absolutely hotboxing this room by the end of this review. If I ever get to the end of this review, the way it's been going today, it's been a bit of a mare. Flavour-wise, oh, nanas. It's a really nice banana flavouring coming from this. It's the first thing you get as you do that. Just a really nice banana envelops the mouth. Towards the end part of that, as on the start of the exhale, basically that banana cools down and the actual flavourings cool down a little bit. And lovely, creamy, it's like a clotted cream fudge flavour comes in and joins the banana that is already sitting on your tongue. That is bloody gorgeous. There is a reason I really want to do this review. I started vaping 7.5 years ago now. Actually, hell, yes, I am an old fart at vaping. 7.5 years. And basically, during the first couple of years, these guys got me through it. They did some absolutely amazing flavours. The one that I really did get hooked on that they did was the strawberry mivvy. I need to have a look on the site again I need to know if this is still available, the strawberry mivvy, because it was absolutely outstanding. You kind of got that iced strawberry flavour on the outside with a really nice creamy Cornish ice cream in the middle. Oh, it was and it really did get me through those first couple of years. I say them guys, Waves of Vapors, Monkey Vape. That is nice. That is really nice. I'm going to go up. The cool's changed itself again. We're now at 0.31. So I'm going to go up to 4 volts. Went up to 52.4 watts. Oh. Higher up, everything just comes together. Round about, well, I say higher up, but round about still in that mid ground. Everything comes together. It kind of makes you want to chew because that fudge taste is so authentic. It's so absolutely spot on. I say, what with that and the slice, like little sliced bits of banana going through it as well. This really is a chewy, fudgy delight. So no throat hit. When I got these Monday. So these have been steeped now for 5 days. Initially, when I did it, this was nice. After about 72 hours, this was bloody gorgeous. Now, oh, all you're left at the end, once that banana dies down, is that clotted cream fudge. So posh fudge. You know the stuff that when you go on Aldi, they normally got loads of pictures of the destination you've been to, so you can take it home as a present for your loved ones. It's that type, but really high quality. Oh, right, we'll go up to 4.2. So now 57.7 watts. Here we go. Oh, just had, excuse me for that. Oh, going higher up, the fudge takes over because I think due to the creaminess that's involved in that fudge. Always comes out quite well. Like custards come out quite well high up as well. Really creamy fudge. When that starts to die down, then the banana comes through. So it's another one you can play with. If you look at really nanery, I've invented words. You look at really nanery, go quite low down on this one. That banana really appreciates not being too hot on the way in. But if you like a creamy load in your mouth, a fudgy banana goodness, go high up. Having that banana now on every exhale, still got a mouthful of fudge. Really does work a treat. I say middle ground, everything comes together as well. So it's one you can play with, which is always good. You're a fan of sweet goodness. Give that one a go. That is the banana fudge from Alchemist Cupboard, and I think that, yeah. It's going well today, isn't it, everybody? Yes. Anyway, I'm going to have a quick blowout, and then I shall move on to Rio. So the bottle's labelled up as Rio. If you go onto their website, it actually comes up as almost Rio. I remember this drink. This drink I used to have a lot of because it used to be a real full flavour. I think you can still get it at the recycling centre I've worked. I've noticed there's been a few cans come through. So Rio is still about as a drink. This I've got to say beforehand. Normally I'd wait till I've done the flavour. This is something really special. I'm a fruity vaper. I like a bit of fruit. Yeah. Anyway, I'll just wet my wick and then I shall take you through it. Now, anyone who's never had Rio, it's kind of like a mango passion fruit mixture, and there's a little bit of guava in there as well, which is basically what this is. So I'm going to start off again, as always, at 3.7. Back down to 44.8. There we go. No throat hit. Clouds are quite fine for a 70-30. Flavour wise, straight off the bat, and I've got to say this, is potentially one of the best mango flavours I've ever had. It generally does trick the mind into thinking you have had a mango. It is really good. I cannot stress, and I'm not normally one to gush on this. It takes me a lot to gush over an e-liquids, especially after doing these reviews now for 6 years. The mango is outstanding. And after that, once that mango starts to die down a little bit, you then get the passion fruit. And passion fruit has always been like a real full flavour. It's one that fills the mouth. And that's nice as well. The end part, you get a little bit of guava. I know guava is one of those ones that splits people. So you either love it, it's a Marmite flavour. You either really, really love guava, or you think, oh, it works really well in here. Gives a little bit of an earthiness to the end, and then mixes in with the beautiful flavours that are filling your mouth already. I'm going to go up to 4.2 because this play. I'm going to go up to 4. Sorry, this does play better with a bit of power behind it. 4 volts or 52.4 watts. Cloud production, outstanding. As this goes up, the flavour really does multiply and escalate in the mouth. The mango and the passion fruit straight away, and it is a bam of fruity flavoured goodness all the way down your throat. It is, oh. Everything comes together, and there's a lot of it. It really does make you salivate how much flavour it is, and it hits straight down the centre of your tongue from front to back with the flavour profiles going on in there. Breathing out, you're still getting that mango mixed in with a little bit of guava. The passion fruit is already still there. I cannot fault this at all. Fruity Vape, even before we got up to 4.2, Fruity Vape, if you have not tried this from Alchemist Cupboard, you need to try this. This is an outstanding Fruity Vape. The Rio or almost Rio, depending on what part you're looking at. Right, I'm going up to 4.2. Going up to 57.7 watts. Oh, but this one does appreciate the power. Oh, nom 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 nom. Juicy mangoes, succulent passion fruit, little bit of guava just to actually round off the package. But the higher you go up, the more flavour you get. Passion fruit dies off a little bit higher up. Mango and the guava are definitely best buddies in this one, let's put it that way. But that mid-ground is just such a tsunami of juiciness. It's takes a lot for me to gush, as I said before. That is rather outstanding. That is Rio, or almost Rio, from Alchemist Cupboard. Right, I'm going to blow out and move on to the last one, which is the coconut, caramel, and hazelnut honey. That's a bit of a bloody mouthful. I might suggest a name change for that. Because imagine going to the shop and asking for that one every time. So all these were topped up with a 10ml, 18mg Nick shot to give me a 3mg. They weren't supplied, so I did use a different Nick shot for these. I didn't use the actual company's Nick shot. We're dry, and I've got to say, actually, the coils are still looking pretty good, and the cotton still looking pretty good off this as well. There's no sweetener that I can really taste, or not to a degree that would cause me concern for my cotton coils. Right, there we go, we're wet. And back down we go. We're going back down to 3.7. Yep, back down to 44.8 watts. Here we go. Wow. No throat hit clouds. Tick, tick. Flavour. Oh. This one could be classed as an enigma. There's a lot of changes going on with this. Starts off with the caramel. What amuses me is the flavours that you get in this do not come out in the order that they are on the packaging. Starts off with caramel, mixed in with the hazelnut. And that's nice. That is nice. Nice toffee nut flavour. And they work well together. Then the honey joins in, sweetens it up a bit, but gives you a completely different flavour profile in the mouth. First one, you kind of get that savoury nut, a little bit of that nice caramel. Honey comes in, sweetens it up a bit, but gives a completely different flavour in the mouth. And the exhale is then pure coconut. I'm still breathing out coconut, which then mixes in with everything else and gives you yet another flavour profile. It's like the Willy Wonka chewing gum of the e-liquid world. There was a lot of different changes and stages going on in this. The bits when you kind of get the hazelnut and the honey together remind me a lot of Honey Nut Loops. Kind of that type of flavour, that kind of, because say you got the slight bitterness of the nuts and then the sweetness of the honey. So everything's pinging in the mouth. There's every area of your taste buds being hit by this one. And I like it. I like it a lot. I like anything that's a little bit different. And you read the flavour profile on that, it sounds a bit different anyway, but that name doesn't excite me when I see that name. But the actual flavour itself, that name, that kind of ordinary name, actually hides quite a sophisticated, complicated little juice. That's good. That's really good. Well, we'll go up to full volts. Back up to 52.2 watts. Here we go. Caramel, nuts, honey, all swirling around. A little bit of coconut. The coconut's coming in a little bit earlier. Coconut does seem... Oh, so join the power. Now breathing out, I'm getting nuts. Shut it. Honey and the coconut is now mixing together. So once again, it's now made another flavour in my mouth. It's something different. It's something a little bit unusual. I love the flavour changes that are going on in there. I'm going to go up to 4.2. We're now up to 58 watts. All I taste now is nuts. Nuts with a little hint of coconut, a little hint of honey every now and again. No. I'm generally speechless about how good this is. Now, going higher up again, the honey's taken over. It's the honey show straight away, and then it's kind of like you've taken a spoonful of honey, and then after you've had it in for 5 seconds, you put some nuts in, and then got that flavour. Then all of a sudden, you've gone and put a spoonful of caramel in there, got that in there. Oh. And then a little sprinkling of coconut just to end it all with. But all the while, this flavour is changing, evolving, deconstructing, adding things to it. That potentially could be my flavour of the year so far. If you like something that's a little bit different, the coconut... Oh, God, I'm going to fuck this up again. The coconut, caramel, and hazelnut honey is one to look out for. It's one to give it a go. I don't think everyone's going to like it because it is different. And I know a lot of people go for what they know, and some people don't want to try new things. That is different, and I thoroughly appreciate how different that is. Yeah, I'm loving it. Well, that brings me to the end of this somewhat ramshack review today. The short fills, I can't fault at all. The short fills are absolutely gorgeous. I really do like the short fills. The mixing kit, yeah, I had the problem with the lid on that. I don't like it when tamper rings come off fully with the lid, because basically that means that if this already had something in it, it can be tampered with. So that's something to look out for, maybe just a better quality lid tamper-ring combo for the tops. And on the packaging itself, since this is coming as a kit, and the kit contains 2 bottles of 18mg Nick shots, somewhere on the outside of this box needs to be a not for sale to kids. This product contains Nick and all that stuff, and I know that's where the problem arises, because with the TPD, I'm not quite sure how that would work. So yeah, but next week, once it is fully steeped up, I've been trying it throughout the week anyway, I'll be doing a review of the bounce just to see what that is like. So, if you have enjoyed what you've watched today, please remember to like, share, comment, and of course subscribe to the channel. My ugly mug will be appearing here at some point. Give it a slap and give us a sub. So, I'm myself, Darren Stone, head of the Department of Inhaled Vapours. I bid you all a very good day, and I hope to see you soon. Take care, people.